Hey, welcome back. I'm Holly Capelli, a gardener in Portland, Oregon, Garden Zone 8B, and today is a beautiful day in the Pacific Northwest. A great time to stroll around the garden and make some plans for what's to come. I don't know about you, but I have seeds popping indoors, starts already in my greenhouse, and big plans for things we're direct sowing in the garden. So space is already becoming an issue. It's an issue every year. But we have a great way to remedy it. We've learned to grow vertically. There are lots of options to grow up, and there are lots of vegetables that love to grow vertically. So I thought I'd show you a couple of the ways that we're doing it here in our garden. But before we get started, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so that you don't miss any great upcoming Kellogg Garden videos. This wooden arbor is a perfect place to start. It is the entrance to our lower garden, and we use it to support our table grapes. They're about 3 to 4 years old now, so this is a perfect support for them. But eventually this arbor may need a little reinforcement to keep up with the grapes, as they need something pretty sturdy. But this is also ideal growing for climbing roses or sweet peas. And if you're interested in growing sweet peas, my friend Kim just uploaded an excellent video on how to sow your sweet pea seeds. So be sure to check that out as well. These arbors are, this particular arbor was store-bought. So you don't have to build it yourself. It comes in a variety of styles and materials, so it can fit your garden design needs. It's a great option, and they're not very expensive either. So definitely a great way to start growing vertically. Down here is the lowest part of our garden, and our newest way to grow vertically is our tunnel trellis. We made this ourselves out of treated 1x1s and cattle panel. It has been really fun to learn what will grow here and what won't. I learned last year that loofah, not so much. So I will find it a new place, and I will not be defeated this year. However, scarlet runner beans absolutely loved growing up this trellis, and their beautiful red flowers attracted so many hummingbirds that we will definitely be using this to grow scarlet runner beans again. I also think this year we're going to add some cherry tomatoes to it and let those climb up and see what happens. This is another excellent option for growing vertically. It is just an iron trellis. Store-bought item you can get again at a big box store, garden center, or even online, and they come in a variety of styles and prices. We use this one not just as a design feature here for this box, but also for our peas to climb. And when it fills it up and full of flowers, it looks beautiful. We also have this box back here that we put together. We made it a back, and although it's not technically a trellis, if we plant things on the back of it that do need some support, we can just put a string around the back and kind of tie them up as it goes. So it is an option, although technically not a trellis. This is a fun upcycle, repurposed trellis idea. These actually came from a canopy that we had bought. These were the 4 corners of the canopy, and once that was no longer usable, we took these corners out and attached them to our house actually, and we used them for our climbing roses. They're so beautiful and would have otherwise been trash. So also consider some of the junk you already have. That might be a great way to grow vertically. This is another excellent way to grow vertically in your garden. This is a bamboo teepee trellis. It is a store-bought item, nothing that we DIY'd. We got it for under $20. And this one is 5 or 6 years old, so we've definitely got our money's worth. They are accordion style, so you can make them as big or small as you like. And they're a great structure for cucumbers, for cherry tomatoes. They are in between the cattle panel and the string trellis, so they're fairly sturdy and can handle quite a bit of weight. And again, they also offer a bit of a design style to your garden. Gives it a feature to look at. I think this would look beautiful also in like a giant raised bed in the middle with stuff growing up it, and then the perimeter of stuff growing around would look just beautiful. Last year we also grew nasturtiums on this, and they just filled it up and it looked amazing. So this is also a great option. I get a ton of comments on my Instagram about these trellises. These are so cool. Such a easy and inexpensive DIY project. We just used untreated 2x4s that we then stained, and then we used a trellis netting that you can buy again at a big box store, garden center, or online for $5. And we just attached the netting to it and we're done. Here's another quick and easy trellis option, simple lattice. We used, again, the treated 1x1s as posts in the ground, and then we just attached the lattice panel to it. We've stained one side of it. We need to stain the other side of it, but it is an excellent option, especially for growing flowers. This is also used as sort of a privacy panel or to soften the junk that's on the other side that hopefully you can't see. This is another excellent option for growing vertically in your garden. This is a DIY project, and we actually have these around the yard because they were so easy and inexpensive to put together. It's just, again, the treated 1x1s, and then we just screwed cattle panel onto it. The cattle panel is super strong, so the options for growing up here are unlimited. There are a few things you want to keep in mind though when you're growing vertically, especially if you have it attached to a garden box. You want to be really mindful about sun direction. You don't want to block your full sun vegetables with stuff growing up. So you want to make sure that you've got some shade loving friends like broccoli and spinach that would really appreciate the afternoon shade cover that a trellis provides. So something to consider always is sun direction and where your other vegetables are placed around your trellis. Here again is another option. This is a pergola that my husband built over our walkway, and it's used for this enormous climbing rose. And boy, does it make a statement when it's in bloom. We've got the lights on it, and it's just absolutely amazing. So if you're in the market for building something a little bit more sturdy, a pergola is a very cool option. The pergola. My husband built me this one to go over our bench, and it supports our Concord grapes that are well over 15 years old now. When they are in bloom, it is just beautiful. It's so nice to sit under it, all lit up. It's really wonderful. Fruit like grapes and kiwi really need a sturdy, strong support. So a pergola is an excellent option. We also have our chicken coop down there. We built that last year, and the possibilities for growing up that cattle panel are endless. I haven't decided what I'm going to grow yet. Hopefully it's something that will maybe offer a little bit of shade, maybe even repel some bugs for them, and be something safe for them to eat. So if you have any suggestions on what I should grow near the coop on the cattle panel, let me know. Drop a comment below. I hope that this tour of my trellises has given you some inspiration or ideas on how you can grow vertically in your garden. Please be sure to like this video, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. And also be sure to follow me over at Instagram at Big Family Living. Happy gardening!